Okay, a couple things about voice leading and doubling. Now, none of these, as we start to get into more complex music theory, especially chromatic music theory, which is what we're starting to do now, there are probably just as many exceptions to rules as there are rules. So, a lot of people ask questions saying, what is the rule to this? Like they want a single sentence that is like the rule. And I'm sorry to say, as we get deeper and deeper down this rabbit hole, the rules become more flexible. So the rules that I'm about to tell you are kind of rules, but there are a lot of exceptions, and they can be broken. So with that, a couple things when you're dealing with these. In general, we want to try to resolve chromatic tones down, and you can kind of see that we did that. This one went up. I guess this one went up, but this went down. Because most of the time, the chromatic tone in a mode mixture setting is derived from a lowered scale degree, right? Because if we're in a major key or borrowing from the minor key, it's a lowered note. It's a flat 6, it's a flat 3, it's a flat 7th, something like that. So that means that it's going to naturally fall down. At least one of the two tones, if there are two tones in what you've done, should resolve down. One of them might have to resolve up to avoid a parallel, which is what we encountered here. So in general, think about resolving them down, like a flat 6 resolving down to a 5. Scale degree wise, not chord wise. The chords can do whatever you want. Try not to double the chromatic notes if you can avoid it. It is often unavoidable. Here it was avoidable. Here I don't think it was avoidable. So we had to double the E flat, which was a chromatic tone. And chromatic tone just means the tone that's out of key. That's what I'm talking about there. If a chromatic line results, which often does, that would be like this, E, E flat, F, no, not that one, this one. E, E flat, D is a chromatic line. When one of those emerges, try to keep it all in the same voice. That'll help with any kind of creating any kind of cross relation, like a hidden octave or anything like that. It also sounds cool, so keeping it in the same voice can help bring it out. And then the last thing, the thing we focused on, watch out for augmented seconds. Like A flat to B natural. That's an augmented second. We like to avoid those as much as possible, and they are usually avoidable. You just have to be on your toes to spot them because they're kind of hard to see. I'm sure I will make that mistake many times. And I will claim to have already made that mistake many times. Cool. So those are your new rules. Now, let's go on and let's get even a little weirder with it. What if we tonicized one of these mixture chords? We just said, okay, now we went from C and we're going to just be, all right, we're in the key of flat 6 all of a sudden. You can totally do that. Let's go to a new video and take a look at how.